Hello. Okay, so we're going to chat about Hourglass again. This is the ambient lighting palette, as you can see here. So the shades look like this. So on camera they're quite similar. You can see this one here is the slightly more golden toned of the three. This one is your highlight shade, so it's much more pearly. And this one here is the slightly warmer, slightly bronze toned. They're definitely not shimmery, they're not glittery at all. They just impart a really natural radiance to the skin. So I tend to, if I'm using them as an all over, I'll take the Hourglass holiday brush, and I'm not plugging the brushes, no one's paying me, they are just brilliant. I just do a quick swipe of all three shades all over, and then just kind of do that classic E and a 3 all over the skin. And because I've got the Hourglass Immaculate on underneath, which as I say is a velvet matte, it's quite nice to put a little bit of radiance back into the skin in the areas that you may need to. I do find as it photographs really well, if you've got quite a lot on, you can look a little bit like a waxwork, so probably be careful with how much you use if you're going to be photographed. It's a really cool effect on the skin, but it does make you look a little bit like you're living Madame Tussauds, as my Instagram might testify. So I do it all over, then use the more bronzy shade, which is Dim Light, as a really soft bronzer. Great for a really pale skin, not going to give you any payoff if you're darker. Under the eyes. And then you've got the highlight, so go back in again with number 13 and just literally press it onto the brush. You get a tiny bit of product, and then you'll see when we go around the classic highlight zones, you do get this really beautiful highlight that just looks like naturally lit skin, as opposed to a shimmery, glittery highlight, which, especially if you are a guy and you're going to wear something like this, you don't want to be having shimmery, glittery skin. So yeah, that's ambient lighting. Really picks the skin up, gives it a nice lift, nice light, and great if you've maybe over powdered and you want to restore some luminosity but without looking really oily or shiny. So all in all, I think that was around £50 to £60, but they're very finely milled. I imagine those palettes would last months and months and months, even with quite heavy use. So yes, a big thumbs up for Hourglass ambient lighting. Thanks again for listening, guys, and hopefully I'll do some more of the Hourglass range when I get my hands on some. Thanks a lot, see you soon.